Hey there, folks. Time to do today's CSS Daily Target. Let's see what it is. It's a It's got some interesting shapes on it, doesn't it? All right, what's the way to do this guy? I find myself really wanting to see if I can get these circles. So let's start with that as a blue, the dark blue circle, right? So radial gradient, and I will use the keyword circle, and we don't need an element, we don't need a margin, at least at this point. We might change our minds, you never know. So we do the blue, and then that color, and then as you know, I've shown this technique before. We do an at pixels or something, and we give it some radius that we can work with, and then we move that into place to 5, 20, 120, 40, 50, 150. And then what I would like to do is set it, so put that at 0 and then give it a width. That's what happens when we do a width of 100, and we've got that at value, which complicates things. But you know, if we do 200, then we get that repeat. So it's got to be less. 18, 17, 16, 160. All right. So do we want to keep that? That's kind of the interesting question, or one of the several interesting questions. So how little can we do and get that shape? We could create an element that's let's just do it. So right now, what I would like to do is leave the dark blue and be transparent, which will mean that these will be blues on white. So I kind of want to do the top part, I think. Is that good? Which means I want a conic gradient. And that's going to be from some value. It'll be 90 degrees and then half of 90 degrees, so 135 degrees. And then transparent for 25% or 90 degrees, and then the dark, which gives us that triangle. Now we need to put that up at the top, and we're presuming that we have that angle right. We might not. At 50%, what, 50 pixels or something? 60, 50, 40, 30. So now we've got that. What this is showing to me is probably just a radial gradient is not going to be doable to complete this. So I need 2 more gradients, I think. So let's do a radial gradient again. This one is at 50%, 0. Also transparent in the middle. It's got a bigger, aperture? A bigger opening. And then we do the dark blue, 0. So there it's too high, and I guess we need the circle. Circle, there we go. And then we got to put it down. We got to go down, 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 down. Actually, we need it to be 50% and then downward. 50, 100, 120. Oh, and then further, we don't want it to repeat in quite the same way. We want it to repeat only on the x-axis. Yeah, see that? That's all right. It's all right, you know, it's all right. 190. So that's what we've got now. So that's 3 gradients narrowing in the space. So lastly, we need, strictly speaking, we could do the blue here, the light blue on the inner, and have that work, right? So that's legit. But let's see if we need it. So let's do a linear gradient. And I've been doing multiple techniques lately, but let's restrict ourselves to just this technique, and if it's no good, hey, sorry. That's an exercise for you to do it a different way. So let's say, what, 30% 0? That could be right. In which case, this would be 70% symmetrical on the other side. So the question is are there edges that we're missing? It's like not. So let's submit and find out. That's 100% match, and we're going to take that. I think so with an app. So the app value, I want to remove it. To do that means what I want to do then is set some value of background position. So 20, 30, 40. There we go. And that's nice. I don't need to change the Y value. So that's cool. Anything I want to do with this conic gradient? Probably not. The center has to be where it is. It doesn't have any background positioning. This has positioning. I think about this a lot, of the circle using an at and then also using a background position, but and then there are other ways to specify that circle, including closest side and furthest corner or whatever. I'm still learning those. They're also kind of verbose, so not really great, but still might be other techniques for specifying the origins of radial gradients that I haven't played with. But let's see, can I do 1Q as the keyword? I think that's a yes. And can I do a 1Q here? 1Q? And I think so as well. So let's submit and make sure we're still 100%. I think we are. So again, we're specifying, we're saying what the bounds of that shape is. And so let's minify and replace, then we'll get out of here. Tonight is Andor, so I gotta get to go watch Andor. That'll be fun. And that's final score. Super fun one. Definitely enjoyable, that exercise of narrowing in the various gradients to create a particular shape. Yes, this could. All right, maybe I do want to do the. Maybe I want to do the thing that I was talking about. So let's use. So I'm cutting out the shape there. Let's do the blank template, which is we're going to modify a paragraph tag, and we're going to start by pasting in that blue thing, and then have the background color of this, and then the dark blue is here, and I want to put the margins on here. So let's start to play with the margins. I said I was going to do this, but I can't resist. 4, 5, 6, 7, 200. No, not 2,000. 230, 40, 240. Okay, and then margins on the sides. 100, 110, 112. Okay. And then I definitely want to do a border radius of what, 50 pixels, maybe 60, maybe 70, or maybe get cute and do something like 3 inches. 3 inches, sure. And then let's add a clip path, just because why not? It's the kitchen sink. Everything is a kitchen sink. So 50%, 0. And then it's going to be 100%, and then, wait, 100%, and then some value down. How about 60 pixels down? I don't know if that's right. 100%, 100%. And there's no prohibition against doing a border radius and a clip path, even though they are sort of redundant in their ways. And there are techniques to do shapes using actually the shape command, but we're not doing that yet. I've done it on a few solutions, but it's not a strong part of my repertoire. Okay, so then 100% 60 pixels, bottom right hand corner, bottom left hand corner. 0, and then if I have 60 pixels again. All right, so 60 is too short. If you can see that diff, if I increase that number 7, 8, there it is. So 80 pixels is good. And then I notice that height is 240, 80 over 240. So can I do math in my head? 20. Let's do 25%. 25 per 20. Oh no, it's at 30. 30. 35. Is it 33? Like a dreaded 33, 34, 33, 32, 33. And we're just gonna leave it 80 pixels. We're already doing too much. All right. So let's change this background position to 10 pixels, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There it is. I think that's all the pieces. Let's submit that and find out what the score is. I suspect this is a little better, a little more efficient, a little tighter. Minify, unit replace. I can do, get cute and do that. Let's see the score. And that is a better score. So yeah, it's slightly better. Nice tune thing. So polygon to get this top corner, border radius to do this, and then a background that's only one gradient. The alternative would be, as we saw, 4 different gradients. Anyway, that's it. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. Go make a web page. Go make a web page. Really, not kidding.